Free programs for writing on the computer. Hello, this is a tutorial for those who want to start writing seriously on the computer and want to use free tools, either out of necessity or for ease of acquisition. If you already have a PC and it comes with Windows installed, it is likely that it also comes with some version of Microsoft Office, which contains Word, which has and continues to be the gateway for the vast majority of people when it comes to word processing. Everyone knows Word. Like this, and it's good to make this clear, Office may even be installed on your machine, but it's not free. There are free alternatives to Microsoft Office. The ones I recommend most are LibreOffice, which contains Writer for writing, and OnlyOffice Desktop Editors, which contains its own word processor with a relevant option to darken the page and text in 2 clicks, among other things. If you bought, for instance, a second-hand computer or someone offered you a new machine and you intend to use it only for literary projects, consider installing a Linux distribution or distro on it. Linux is an alternative operation system to Windows and macOS, which nowadays contains all the necessary ingredients to be a viable and sustainable choice. There are several distros, or versions of Linux, and the ones I recommend most because they are easy to get used to are Linux Mint, Zorin OS, Pop OS, or Ubuntu. But there are many more. It will depend on the user's preference. If you don't know how to install Linux on your machine, there are simple tutorials on the web. On the Linux Mint website, for example, all the steps required to do this are very well explained. In principle, and to simplify, you will only need some free time and a USB stick with at least 4 GB of capacity. Moving on, if you already have the machine you want and are ready to start working, now you must choose the right tools. Is Word or LibreOffice enough for you? If yes, great. Each writer has their own tool. The essential thing about writing is having an idea or several and putting them into words. But for example, if you intend to write on different computers at the same time because you have to travel for professional or personal reasons and you don't always have your computer at hand, how to do it? In this case, I would recommend one or two tools. Google Docs makes work easier, and it is an online tool that you can use directly in the browser, just like Wavemaker Cards. This is an example of Wavemaker Cards, and the Quill app. It's like this. But what if your work is always done on the same machine with the same routine or perhaps even disconnected from the web? What if you found Word or LibreOffice boring and basically programs that don't help you focus? Well, in that case, there are several alternatives. If you're using Linux, I would recommend the App Image Scrivener. You can use Scrivener on Windows or Mac OS too, but then it's a paid software. Or Focuswriter. Or Manuscript. And those two are available for Windows and Linux. Focuswriter is a very interesting little program that can really give you that focus component that you need in the writing process. However, it is a bit lacking in terms of organization, and that is where Scrivener or Manuscript come in. Both programs allow you to better organize your text, chapters, scenes, characters, locations, wherever you want. It's always an option to try them out until you see what works for you. There are also small programs that contribute to this focus, and you can use them to do the following. Use them to write a specific scene or chapter, and then copy and paste the result of this work into another software capable of giving more structure and organization to your final text. To do this, you can, for instance, use the WriteMonkey. It's like this. Or maybe Obsidian, like this. Or Ghostwriter. To write with focus and then copy that text into Scrivener or Manuscript or Word, whatever. There are no right recipes or defined rules. Each case is different, and what works for some may not work for others. Lastly, if you usually write your stories in small scenes, perhaps you will love to use Bibisco or YWriter. These are programs specially designed to divide the text of your project into small fragments, which you can then better organize at the end. In conclusion, I leave the list of free software that I prefer with the main characteristics highlighted. Therefore, we have MS Word, which is the gateway, the standard word processor, which give us familiarity and stability. Then we have LibreOffice, which serves as the main free alternative to MS Word. We also have OnlyOffice desktop editors, which is another alternative to Word and offers some special and different options. On a network, in the cloud, we can use Google Docs, which allows writing on the move and easy sharing of documents to work together with other people. Wavemaker Cards also allows the same thing, but is more linked to the organization of written material, our book or movie script. The Quill app, in turn, is like an online text editor with tools to lay out and structure our story. Scrivener is one of the most popular programs designed for writers. The great, I would say, alternative to Word, which allows great organization and also focus to achieve success. We still have Focuswriter, which, as the name suggests, has a large focus component, ease of changing themes and background images, and it's great for short texts and chapters. Manuscript, another excellent alternative to Scrivener, completely free, with organization and focus tools. WriteMonkey, for me, the program that best emulates the sound of a typewriter, which we can download from the program's website. Great for focusing and working mainly on shorter texts or pieces of our story. Next, Obsidian, an organization tool that allows the installation of plugins with different functions. Ghostwriter, multi-platform, great for small texts. Bibisco, software of Italian origin, alternative to Scrivener, with tools such as timelines, allowing us to always know where we are in the story and where our characters are. Finally, YWriter, a small but very powerful piece of software, has the ability to slice our story into small scenes, allowing us to organize these same scenes later. And I also suggest NovelWriter, multi-platform software alternative to Scrivener that allows you to use Markdown language commands for those who know or are used to it. The Qt10 text editor, a little program only for Windows, almost looks like a notepad on a black background. Then we have ColeWriter, a poor relative of Scrivener, but which may still suit some because it is a more basic and simple. I also highlight LoreForge, aimed at fantasy writers, as it helps with world building and the conception of the universe, physical and spiritual of the story. There are many other software capable of helping with writing books, scripts, whatever. But these are, in my opinion, the best I've tried and free to date. Once again, I say that what is essentially needed to carry out the task of writing seriously is an idea and several other ideas aggregated together. And do the work, because there's no shortage of potential writers out there who don't sit down or focus on writing. In today's hyper-digital world, flooded with notifications all the time, it's not easy to find the time and focus to write. After studying and experimenting with the solutions I presented, it will be up to the writer or aspiring writing professional to weave their own web and unfold their path. Very good luck is what I wish everyone. Until the next video, leave a like or ask your questions in the comments. Bye.